We have another fast-moving but very information-filled show today. The fabulous and oh-so-knowledgeable Dr. Jan McBarron joins me today. Holly Blitzer of Beauty Blitz tells us how you can look Hollywood without spending Hollywood dollars. And music from Andres, Kenny, and Jordan next on the Dee Armstrong Show.
Live from the WLTZ NBC 38 studios, this is the Dee Armstrong Show.
Now, you probably have some of the same questions and ideas. Here to give some expert advice on the subject and to take your phone calls, too. That number is 569-9390. #1 radio health program in the country, Dr. Jan McBarron. Welcome so much. You got a chance to watch it with us.
I did.
What do you think?
Where do you want me to start?
Okay, we'll go down the list.
Yeah, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, first of all. And I bring to you an opinion of a board-certified bariatric medical doctor. So, and along with that comes my own personal quest from when I was over 200 pounds and how I've been able to keep it off all these years. So, basically, I'd like to start with the carb myth.
Okay.
Okay, not all carbs are bad. That's true. There are complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates. They both have the same amount of calories. The exact same amount of calories, but a complex carbohydrate has more fiber in it, so it's more slowly released into your system, so you have less of an insulin surge, so therefore you have less fat gaining and less ultimately transferring those calories into fat. Remember, it's how much insulin that gets secreted that determines how hungry you are and how much fat you make.
How much insulin that's secreted.
And that's secreted based on how fast your blood sugar goes up. So a simple carbohydrate like white rice and white pasta and white sugar and cakes and candies and cookies. They shoot your blood sugar right up immediately, and so you get a lot of insulin, and insulin stimulates your appetite and makes fat.
Okay.
All right? Complex carbohydrates have fiber in them. Fiber takes a hold of those calories in that sugar and lets them in real slowly.
So you're getting to that there are some foods that are better for fat burning.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So complex carbs are not the bad guy. They're good. So there's some truth that there is truth that not all carbs are the same, and they're not our enemy, like people think. Fruits and vegetables are very important to making us gain weight. Do you think there's a person in the world that's heavy because they ate too much broccoli? Or ate too many apples? No, not at all. And both of those are carbohydrates. All right. Now, the next myth is that she brought up was about the negative calories. Okay. Now, this is where I take exception to this, because you need to think the whole thing through. Fundamentally, you know, a negative calorie would mean that you eat it and it takes more to burn it than it did in the actual calorie content. Well, let's talk about celery. That's always listed as having negative calories, or lettuce with negative calories. What happens is you have to wash and clean and cut lettuce. And celery, and all of that takes calories.
Okay.
In the preparation of it. The other thing is that it takes longer to chew them. The longer it takes to chew things, the greater you are at slowing the insulin release. So in essence, they are really negative calories. They do promote weight loss. So if you simply add lettuce, iceberg lettuce is not a good example, but add raw celery, raw carrots to your diet. If you snack on them, you're certainly going to promote weight loss, more than if you ate nothing for the snack.
Okay.
All right. So that is not true that there is no, quote, negative calories. It depends on how you look at it.
We have a phone call. Cindy from LaGrange. What question do you have for Dr. McBarron?
Hello, and good afternoon to you ladies.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The question I have is, what could I go to the health store and get a weight, gain weight, that would be safe? Or is there anything?
Okay, I'm not sure if I heard that. It was about losing weight. That's something that will help you lose weight that is safe?
No, I'm trying to gain weight.
Whoa.
Because of the medicine that I'm on, it's making me
lose. Do you get many questions about trying to gain weight?
I used to 20 years ago, but nowadays not anymore. Yeah, so she's certainly in a minority. And, you know, but by the same token, there's a few people, certainly 2/3 of us are overweight, so, and a very small percentage of people need to gain weight. Well, gaining weight is obviously the opposite of losing, and it is calories in versus calories out. So, depending on if someone's trying to gain weight, one of the fastest ways to gain weight, one of the fastest ways to gain gain weight. And this is one of the myths that we're going to discuss, which is what happens if you eat at night. If you eat at night, that I disagree with that other doctor completely. It's not about how many total calories you eat. It's about also when you eat them.
You eat it.
Absolutely. Because if you want to gain weight, you eat at night, and you eat your biggest meal at night before you go to bed, and you're going to put on weight.
The truth is what happens.
Yeah, because at night before we go to bed, we're not capable of burning calories. So whatever you do before you go to bed at night is what's going to happen the whole time you're sound asleep in bed. So I like to tell my patients at Georgia Bariatrics, I say, look, if you're going to eat right before you go to bed at night, you just signaled your fat cells all night long they should make fat while you're sound asleep. If instead you go to bed a little on the hungry side, your fat cells are going to burn fat the whole time you're asleep. It is so much better to get up and eat in the morning, and then you won't gain the weight as if you ate it before you went to bed at night. So it's not just, I disagree with that doctor. I think that's not a true myth. Is it a negative myth? I don't know which. But but certainly yes, total amount of calories matter, but it also matters when you eat them. This lady wants to gain weight. I suggest a good protein shake, like a Weight 26 shake. Put about a quarter teaspoon of catnip in it. It's a big appetite stimulus. I recommend this for people that have chemotherapy or they're finicky kids, eaters, don't eat too well, people that want to gain weight. Have a shake like that before you go to bed at night. Be sure you put daily extra powder in it, which is vitamins and minerals, so you're getting good nutrition, and you'll start to put on about 1 pound a week if you do that.
Awesome. We have a question to Facebook. Let's see who that is and what the question is.
Dr. McBarron, what foods should you avoid that may cause drastic weight gain while pregnant?
What food should you avoid to cause drastic weight gain during pregnancy?
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a great one. That's a great one, isn't it? Okay. Well, fundamentally, basically, the weight of a pregnancy is going to be 20 to 25 pounds. No matter what you do, that's the weight of the baby, the amniotic fluid, the lactation glands in your breast, the increased volume of your blood vessels, the placenta, the whole deal is going to be 20 to 25 pounds. So that's it. That's all you should really gain during a pregnancy. Anything more than that, you're eating for 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You need to not do that. And, you know, if you're finding that you're eating more, part of it is women feel they have a license to eat because they think they're eating for 2. And it's like, now I'm pregnant. I've been there, done that too.
Yeah.
Then you pay for it. And after we have our children, it's much harder to lose because the fat cell will not release fat as well. With each child we have and every birthday we have, our ability to burn fat goes down.
Oh, boy. Well, let them know how they can reach you, Dr. McBarron.
Well, you can reach me at my website, georgiabariatrics.com. There's over 100 weight loss tips there for you, by the way. You can certainly also reach me in my office at my phone number. You want to give that out? No? Yes? Yeah, you can look me up in the okay. 706-322-4073. That's 706-322-4073. It's Georgia Bariatrics. Been the same number since 1987, since I've been in Columbus and Auburn as well.
And I want to say just publicly, Dr. McBarron has been such a friend to me. I tell you, I struggled. I was skinny as can be until I had that last baby, and I went in her office crying. I said, Dr. McBarron, you have got to help me. And you have helped me, and I just want to say thank you in public.
Thank you, Dee. I appreciate it. And you've done well, and congratulations on your show. Folks, keep watching. She knows what she's talking about.
Okay, thanks a lot. Stay with us. We're going to have some more questions. Please call 569-9390. Awesome information from this lady. The Dee Armstrong Show continues after this break. We are still here with Dr. Jan McBarron, and we are dispelling some diet myths and dispelling some of those who thought they were dispelling the myths, huh? Because we just heard from a so-called expert who said drinking water is not going to help you curb your appetite. And even before you said you were going to address that, I thought, my goodness, I have curbed my appetite with water for years.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, it's true. I mean, drinking water will curb your appetite. Now, let me explain how this works. It does it on 2 levels. First of all, a lot of people say, my stomach's growling, I'm hungry. That's not hunger. What that is stomach acid. So you can dilute that stomach acid very easily by drinking an 8-ounce glass of water. And the trick is, if you do it within 30 seconds, you will find it helps distend your stomach as well as help dilute that acid. The second thing is, with distending the stomach, it sends the signal up to your brain that says, hey, my stomach's got stuff in it, I'm full.
Awesome.
There's a third point that you need to know about weight loss in water, is that for every molecule of fat you lose 2 molecules of water. If all you did was switch every beverage that you currently drink from whatever it is to water, you're going to lose weight.
Wow.
Just switch your beverages. No diet soda, sweet tea. Sweet tea. Can you imagine me saying that? That's sacrilegious for me to say that, isn't it, in this house?
Yes.
But sweet tea, diet soda, and regular soda. So do those powders you add to your water, like Crystal Light. All of those chemicals stimulate your appetite, and they make you eat more.
I have wondered about that for years, Dr. McBarron. I would get something that says it's supposed to curb my appetite, and I would find myself craving sweets.
Right.
I'm like, well, this is supposed to be curbing my appetite.
That's right, and it doesn't do that.
But it stimulated my appetite.
It does. So if you feel like you have to put something in your water, squeeze some fresh lemon into it. But really the key, a big key to weight loss is drinking water. That's it. And the rule of thumb, get ready, half your body weight in ounces of water every day. Half your body weight in ounces of water.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to be completely truthful. How often do you make that goal? Do you do it?
No.
Okay, but
I drink my body weight in water every day.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me.
I did get you on that one.
Yes, you got
and that's only because I drank half my body weight as I was losing, and then once I got to my goal, that's all I drink now is water. You know?
Wow. Okay. So, we have another phone call. Okay. Who's calling and where are you calling from?
Yes. Good afternoon, Miss Dee. I'd just like to say that I'm really enjoying your show. I watch it every day.
Thank you.
And my question's a little bit different. I'd like to ask the doctor. I have an underactive thyroid. Okay?
Okay.
Now, my doctor has not put me on any medication.
Good.
And I'm wondering why.
Okay, good question. Good question.
Well, let me tell you, you should be glad, in my opinion, okay? First of all, if you let's take the word underactive and let's put it in a more user-friendly term. It's the word's lazy. Okay. An underactive thyroid is a lazy thyroid. So if her doctor gives her a drug, it just makes her thyroid lazier, because it does the work of her thyroid. Then her thyroid says, well, I don't have to do any work at all because she's going to take this drug every day. And the drugs we use for thyroid, and then the body gets dependent on it, and the drugs that he would give you or she would give you for thyroid lead to osteoporosis. So, not a good thing. So if you have an underactive or lazy thyroid, my approach as a medical doctor is give it the nourishment it needs so it'll work better. And guess what, Dee? You have a slow thyroid, I have a slow thyroid. Basically, over the age of 35, our thyroids start to slow down. And if you don't give it something to help it work better and get nourished, virtually everybody could be diagnosed, especially women over the age of 35. So I applaud that her doctor doesn't want to give her a drug.
Awesome.
But I think she should do something. I think she
and you do, I know that you do have a, I don't know if it's a vitamin or a supplement, because you may not remember, but you suggested that for me, and that really, I'm not sure what it did, but I saw that I was losing weight better.
Right. That's exactly
right. So I'm not sure what it did. And I was telling a friend about that this morning. I was telling her that you were coming on, and I said I used it, and it kicked it in.
That's right.
But I haven't consistently used it. Did it get my thyroid back to working, or do I need to continue to use it?
Okay. Well, it's called Thyroid Formula by a company called Vitalogics. You can get that in any local health food store. I'm going to talk about my husband. He has Peachtree Natural Foods here in Columbus. We appreciate your business. However, you can go anywhere to get that supplement. It's by Vitalogics, called Thyroid Formula. It's nourishment for your thyroid gland. It's not a stimulant, it's a nourishment, so your own thyroid will come back to working properly. And if your weight is associated with your thyroid, it will help you lose weight. Okay. But you know, a lot of people, Dee, I see a lot of people come into my practice and they'll say, well, I'm taking thyroid medication and I'm not losing any weight. Well, then you just know it's not your thyroid that caused you to gain it. You can't blame it on your thyroid because you have it corrected with the drug. But Thyroid Formula is what you took, and it's why it works so well. So if people want to nourish and support their thyroid, that's a great natural supplement, no side effects. It works extremely well. Okay.
We have Dan calling. Where are you calling from, Dan, and what's your question for Dr. McBarron?
Well, yeah, first of all, I just wanted to say, Dee Armstrong's a great show. You got great people.
Thank you. He said, great show, great people, and we lost it. That's the thing with cell phones these days. Okay.
Well, congratulations. You do have a great show. I watch it when I go home at night. I TiVo it, and it's great.
And you know, I guess this is the Mutual Admiration Society, because I love listening to you. As a matter of fact, you may not know about it, but you were starring on our show the other day. We were talking about the conversation you had with Duke about the yogurt maker. And I came to work, I said, I'm buying a yogurt maker. You know? I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to because I love yogurt. Yeah. And you can share with them, you know, those who didn't hear that conversation about the benefits of yogurt.
Okay. Well, at our website, dukeandthedoctor.com, we actually have done some videos, and I welcome people to check it out. We talked about how to make yogurt and why yogurt is so beneficial. You can make yogurt on your own a whole lot less expensively than you can buy it. It's basically costs 41 cents to make it on your own. And it's healthier for you, and there's 2 ingredients in yogurt, and only 2. It's milk and bacteria. That's it.
Awesome.
That's it. Simple to make. At our website, we had that phone number where you can order. And the machine makes it. Listen, I can make it, and I can't make a cup of tea. So, you know, I'm telling you, it's that easy. So, and it's good for you. It's nutritious, and it's been shown that if you do consume a healthy yogurt, not one that has sugar or like Dannon with all the gels and the additives to it, if you have good homemade yogurt, that actually promotes weight loss because you're giving yourself the good, friendly bacteria, and it's also been shown to be somewhat the fountain of youth, which we're all looking for that.
Yes, yes. Got another call from Dan?
Yes. Back?
Oh, Sandra. That was Dan. We lost him. Sandra, hello. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay. What's your question for Dr. McBarron?
I've been losing weight, and I'm trying to figure out how to tighten up the skin.
Okay.
It's horrible.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, you know, that's one of the problems when people opt to have any kind of bariatric surgery is they lose too much too fast, and then they have to have cosmetic surgery to help their skin. So one of the things when you're losing it on your own, and what I tell my patients at Georgia Bariatrics is drink water.
Wow.
Substitute, because see, the difference, listen to me, the difference between a grape and a raisin, the only difference is water.
Oh, gosh, that's so visual.
That's the only difference. And people lose weight and they become raisins because they never drank enough water along the way to help their skin shrink down naturally. So the skin convoluted.
Once it's there, is there anything, a supplement for it, or what can she do?
Well, you know, once it's there, it's harder to do something about it. It's easier to prevent it. But once it's there, you can stop it from getting worse. There's a good supplement called Bio-C, which is a full gram of vitamin C with the bioflavonoids, which help collagen build up. And you get good collagen under your skin, and your skin doesn't sag. It's the same way as we age. The reason our skin sags and we look older is lack of collagen. So what Bio-C does is it helps you continue to make collagen safely and naturally. So that would help this lady who's trying to lose and not have her skin sag. And exercise too. Remember, I want to talk about that myth too, about exercise, if we can, for just a second. A lot of people hear the term no pain, no gain. You have to exercise 45 minutes every day, and that's important. No, you don't. If you just walk 10 minutes every single day faithfully.
I love that.
And it's easier. It's easier to do 10 minutes every day.
At least you've done something.
Yeah, do 10 minutes every day. Walk away from your house for 5 minutes, turn around and come back again. And hey, if you have a day where you want to walk 30 or 45 minutes, that's great, but always get yourself a 10-minute base every day, and you'll lose weight and tone your skin while you're losing it at the same time.
Thank you so much, Dr. McBarron. You have to promise to come back.
I'd love to.
This has been so much fun.
Thanks,
Dr. Jan McBarron, and you can get her on Facebook, the phone book, and she's an international star now, but still based in Columbus.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Columbus. Thank you.
The Dee Armstrong Show will continue right after this. Thank you so much.